Hey, what is up, fellow critics? Yes, we're back at it again with another review and reaction for you guys. Today, we're going to be doing Carnival Row, episode 2. Now, last episode was actually really good. I don't understand what's all the hate about this show. A lot of people are hating on the show, and so far, I'm liking it. I'm really liking this first episode. I'm liking the world building. I'm liking the characters. And, you know, I'm liking just everything about it. Like I said, this is only the first episode, so, you know, we'll see what happens as we continue on. But so far, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. So before we start, I want to give a big shout out to Just Me. Thank you for joining the family. Guys, if you want a shout out, make sure you leave a comment in the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the episode up.
We've got a flyer!
Oh no. Got caught. Hurry up. Hurry up, get home.
Have you ever let anyone love you?
Yeah, she just tried to kill me. Oh, damn. Intestines and... Oh, she got gutted. Oh, you can see her... Is that her spine?
This isn't Jack. He targets the head and he doesn't gut them. Copycat then.
How's that a...
Sympathizer.
I have to pause it. That's not a copycat. The one guy went for the head. This just gutted. It's not a copycat. I don't know the actual race call it, but they're like the sheep people. I really like the design of their the horns. Actually, and the way it just looks really good. It looks like it looks like realistic. I don't know if that's CG or is that practical, but it looks really good.
Oh, you little...
What the hell is that? Wait, what the hell is that? Oh man, I want one of those. It's super hard to ride though. That's why he's walking it.
Cheswith House.
Really? They're trying to
There,
complain on the homeboy? I want the lore between the different races. What happened? It's funny if she was like secretly in love with him and then like she'd be sneaking into his freaking house at night and stuff and they'd be getting it on. Ugh. You know he about to get in trouble. He about to get cussed out. And that's why you have the small horns. You see my horns? I want one of those guys. Obviously they're intelligent. Wow, I want one of those things, man. That's cool, man.
Are those kobolds?
Oh, they're
My
kobolds.
grandmama got...
Allow me.
Oh. Here we go. Secret lovers.
I'm not going to waste his time on a dead pix. Now you get these writs done.
No. Oh, nuts.
Ezra?
Well, that's one way to lose a boner.
You want to work here? I could. Vignette,
No.
listen,
Why
I'm
not?
That makes no sense. She literally needed nuts of the guy who wants to have sex with her so he can pay off her debt. But then she needs him the nuts, and then goes like, you know what? I'll try to become a prostitute. No, that don't make any sense.
It's the best chance we have of getting Jonah home.
Yeah,
safe.
she looks
I won't have this
scary.
witch in my presence.
Oh no, not Yogi.
Time's up.
Oh, yeah, this girl don't play. Yeah, if you get caught by the police, keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing, cause you get off and you snitching, you dying. You ain't getting stitches, you dead.
Now I am the master here. I will make the decisions.
Damn. Yo, I wonder if she's gonna go next door. What? Are you kidding me? Wait, why? Why are you doing this? That's your son. Why are you doing that? Unless you're trying to teach him a lesson? Alright, well, let's find out.
Don't just stand there. What did he say?
That he would be pleased to take tea with you tomorrow.
So I wonder if she was like, oh, I wanted his money, but then she ended up liking him. I don't know. I just see this. Is this going to happen? I'm sure you guys already watched the freaking show already, but I'm like, is that going to happen? I'm seeing like little hints about it. Like she's looking for a man and, you know, sometimes, you know, opposites attract and I can see that happening. Oh.
A pall hangs over her. She was taken by a great evil.
What the hell? Oh no. Oh no, no! No!
They don't know, do they?
Oh boy.
They don't know the truth about you.
Are you threatening me?
Oh. Oh man. Alright, so yeah, that's the episode. I don't understand why people are not liking this show. Another great episode. Starts off with the Philo finding the remains of that fae lady who has died from that monster-looking thing, and she was gutted big time. All the freaking just intestines and all her insides was just laid out, and supposedly she was missing a liver. So I don't know if that has to deal with anything later on, but she's missing a liver. Philo finds out a little bit more information about the lady she was killed. She was a singer, so most likely she was murdered. It wasn't like a elixir deal gone wrong or anything like that. So he finds out, and then he runs into this guy who knows her, and he was a performer. Well, he is a performer, and he had a little kobold. I want one. I guess in this world, kobolds are tiny, or is that the actual lore of kobolds? They're a little tiny. I remember kobolds in like Final Fantasy, and they're pretty big. So yeah, I don't know. So we have like a little dilemma between Imogen, is that her name, and Agreus, the Puck. I don't know the actual full term of their race, but that's what they call them, Puck, and the goat people. But we get a little dynamic between them. She's constantly like bashing this guy because, you know, he's a different race, and, you know, he shouldn't be living there, and, you know, where he's getting this money from. And she's constantly talking about it. When you're constantly talking about stuff, like there's an issue where you're constantly talking about, most likely, you know, you have a little thing going there. So it seems like there could be a possibility that she falls in love with him, because when her and Vignette were walking, she forgot her parasol, and it started raining on her, and she found someone to have to sit on an umbrella, and it was him. And you know, he knows her deal. He's like, hey, I know you. I can smell it. I can smell you put the pee on you, and you try to get a man, and that's all you're worrying about because he can smell it. So he understands what's her deal. So yeah, later on she finds from Ezra that they really don't have that much money. They lost most of their money from that boat being destroyed. So she figures, oh, you know what? Let me try to play him, and she writes a note and everything. And it's like, oh, you know, let's talk sometime. So hopefully he's smart enough to know, like, hey, this girl's trying to play me, or maybe he uses that to play her. So. Or maybe they, like I was saying, they might just fall in love. They might, or at least have a good friendship, you know, because she seems like she's really ditzy. Like, she just stays home. She's in this bubble, and you know, even Ezra says, like, you don't know anything. Like, all you know is about what to wear, what the fashion is, and like you live in this bubble and that's it, you know. So hopefully there's something going on with that. So yeah, Jonah is still missing. They did not give a ransom. They were figuring that was eventually going to happen, that they were going to ransom and they would just pay it and get him back, but there was no ransom being made. So Absalom, I'm trying to remember names, guys. That's one thing I'm really bad with. But Absalom and Piety, she has this old witch to come give their fortune, because she says, that's in my family, you know, she told me about you and I stayed with you. So come to find out, she's behind this whole thing. She kidnapped her son. Why? I want to know why. Is it for the money? Obviously it's not for the money, because they would have did the ransom. So maybe she has a deal with the other politician guy. I don't know. There's something going on with that. I would like to know what would cause her to do that, unless she just hates her husband so much that she'll, you know, do so much damage to her son, scare the crap out of her son. Obviously they're not, you know, being physical with their son, at least, I mean, for, you know, for the most part. But we'll see what happens. It's kind of crazy. Ezra kind of made some moves on Vignette, saying, hey, you know, you want to pay off this debt a little bit faster? Won't you give me some play? And she was like, I ain't having none of that. You know, she busted him over the head with the dish and ran away. And then he lied and said she stole from the money, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, so now Vignette's on the run. Vignette goes to see her friend Tourmaline, and you know, at first she was like, oh, I want to be a prostitute. And she's like, man, you ain't gonna be no damn prostitute. Stop it. Just stop with that nonsense. But then she tells her about this group of fae who are like almost like a gang. You know, they work for, you know, they do bad stuff, and you know, they're just looking out for themselves. So she's like, hey, you know, I'll introduce you to them. And right from the jump, she figure out it's serious business. They're talking to another member, and comes to find out she was arrested and got away scot-free. And she lied and was like, oh no, like, you know, I gave him the slip. But we were like, we know you snitched on us, and that's how you got away. So what they did was they tied her up in the corset, freaking threw her off the balcony and killed her. So they mean business. They don't play. You snitch, you dead. So they tell Vignette, hey, you want to be with us? You gotta show what you can do. So they're gonna have her go inside the police station and steal the flag that's hanging. So Vignette and Tourmaline, they go inside the police station, and it's super crowded. You would think they would wait at a time where there's a little bit less people inside, but Tourmaline she tries to distract everyone and be loud, and Vignette goes up there and starts cutting off the she's just cutting off the flag. But the problem is her wings, you know, always for some reason I'm thinking like they're gonna be flying around like birds, but no, their wings are primarily for hovering, and like think of a hummingbird. You know, they're not really good at, you know, moving fast. They can, you know, they can get going, but they're more like, you know, they're more floating, you know what I'm saying? They're more hovering type deals. So while she's up there, she's like creating wind and is like knocking all the papers up, and they look up and they see her. So they give chase of her, and Philo is there at the police station as well, and he runs into her, and he's like, hey, I see you're joining this group, and you know, you shouldn't be doing that. They have a really good interaction. Then yeah, she's still pissed off. You can see that there's still love in between. They still lust for each other, but she's just so pissed off about it, and she's like, you know, let me go, or, you know, I'm gonna tell everybody. And, you know, so I guess what she's threatened them with is the fact that they were together, or I guess they were married, because she had the widow's braid. So I guess they were married, not just together. So she's like, you know, what happened if I tell everybody? And, you know, he's like, you wouldn't, you wouldn't. And she's like, huh, maybe I will, you know. So so he, you know, he lets her go, and she flies off, and he's kind of like, oh crap. So it's very, very good. I'm really enjoying this show. I really am. I'm liking the different characters, how they interact with each other, their whole concept, the fact that he left her and she's so pissed off about it, and like he won't give the reason why, you know. So it's obviously it's got a big reason why that he won't, you know, he left her there and, you know, started a whole new life. I'm really interested with the whole Agreus. Oh my god, names guys, but Agreus and the Sperm Rose girl. I'm really interested of what happens with. I'm really interested with what happens with that. It looks really good, because I noticed this show is all about races, right? So not just the actual species race, but then the race as well, because the Chancellor and his wife, she was like, it seemed like there was a problem with that as well, them being together. So it's a lot of deals with the race, and I wish they give just a little hints about the history and what's going on, what happened with all these species, and why are the humans up top and everyone's a little bit below them. So guys, let me know what you thought. I'm really enjoying this show. It's so good. But yeah, let me know what you thought. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you please like, share, and subscribe to Cinema Critics. We'll catch you next video. Peace out.